When it comes to investing for retirement and achieving a tax-efficient income, Darren Farwell of the Farwell Group is here for us. Good morning, Darren.
Good morning, Marilyn. Now, I bet you're wondering what we're going to talk about today.
Well, actually, I was hoping that you'd help us fulfill our dreams and help us make the most of our money.
Making the most of our money is definitely what we're geared towards doing. Well, listen, in real estate's on people's mind a lot these days in the Toronto area. Well, outside of Toronto, too. In real estate, you will often hear the expression, location, location, location. Well, in the investment world, an equivalent mantra is diversify, diversify, diversify. It's an age-old principle that I think we all know intuitively makes sense. That concept, you don't put all your eggs in one basket. The same principle applies to how you generate your regular income in retirement. By diversifying your sources of income, you can both earn more on your savings and reduce the risk of running out of money or paying more tax than you need to. I mean, we know we got to pay tax, but how about not paying more than we actually need to? Now, we have a number of proven strategies to do this based on your individual situation. But let me demonstrate how this can work for you by recalling the plan we helped Denise put in place. Denise is 78 years old. She's been a widow for coming on 8 years now. She does have 3 adult children, all doing well and doing their own thing on their own way. However, while Denise could count on them for support, she certainly doesn't want to. Her independence is very important to her. As Denise said to me once, I don't want anyone ever telling me what temperature I have to have my own thermostat at. Now, I don't know where that came from, but I'm pretty sure there's a story there. Anyway, before we diversified, Denise's income, she was living on the following. Government benefits. That's great. Good to get government benefits. All fully taxable. She had a small corporate plan from her husband. Now, his death, she ended up only getting 60% of that plan, and it lost its indexing. Women should be very careful about that when they're thinking about their long-term planning, because, 90% of women will end up being single at some point. And when when your spouse dies and you're only receiving 60% of the pension benefit and it's not indexed, it can have a significant impact on your long-term taxes. So be careful about that. Make sure you do some single planning. Anyway, the corporate plan is a good pension income, fully taxable. She has her registered retirement income, great, fully taxable. The only thing where she really has options to help reduce the amount of tax is in her investments. But her investments were all in cash and GICs. That means super low rates and all fully taxable. Now, given Denise's lifestyle expenses, which are, by the way, very low, she was not likely to run out of money prior to her life expectancy at age 90. But given her very low returns and high tax, her average tax rate was 35%, so she only keeps 65 cents of every dollar she makes. She felt like she needed to crimp on her lifestyle. And more importantly, she was feeling worried and not confident that her money would last. So when the news starts talking about market crashes, she worries about whether she'll run out of money, even though she doesn't have any money in the stock market, because she feels vulnerable. Her government benefits are a given, her corporate pension are a given, RIFs are a given, but her investments give her some opportunities to do some different things. Here's how it unfolded. Denise was earning $32,000 a year in interest income from her cash, GICs, and bonds. $32,000 a year, 35% tax rate. She was keeping $20,800. By diversifying her sources of income, she was both able to earn more. Denise increased her annual earnings from $32,000 to $51,200 by shifting her rate of return from 2.5% to 4%. That's a 60% increase in her earnings. And importantly, she began to pay much less tax. In fact, a portion of the income in return of capital is tax-free in the year that she earned it. So on $51,200, she only paid tax at a 20% rate. So she only paid about $10,000 in tax, leaving her $40,000 to spend. That's almost double what she had prior to the changes, prior to diversifying. Since those changes have been made, Denise's confidence has gone way up. She's actually saving some money. Not that she needs to, but because she wants to, it just feels good for her. She has the ability to actually save some money. The thought for today is diversify, diversify, diversify. Many widows could increase confidence and increase the amount of money you have in your purse by earning more on your money and not putting all your eggs in one highly taxed basket, like Denise did.
Well, Darren, you've taught me something again. The 3 Ds of investing. Diversify, diversify, diversify. And you've got an example. Denise is a perfect example. And earning more, I guess you said 60% more, lets her sleep at night. We all want to live well. We all want peace of mind. And I always remember you saying you don't know what you don't know. So if you don't know about investing tax efficiently, you can ask the expert, Darren Farwell and the Farwell Group. The phone number, 416-863-7501. Darren, you never fail to amaze me. Thank you for that information.
You're welcome, Marilyn. And I think it's important to note in the case of Denise that she didn't have to change everything. She just changed a portion of her investments that gave her that additional money to help her with her lifestyle.
You can't go wrong when you ask the experts. I'll give your number again, 416-863-7501. Dream big, deal with reality, and reap the rewards. Thank you, Darren.